You ever walk into a room and feel like the ghost of everyone's disappointment? That was me. That night that my mom's text had been simple. Family dinner. Friday. Don't be late. No, please, no, can you make it? Just expectation, because in my family, I wasn't a guest, that I was the lesson, the living, breathing reminder of what not to do with your life. That I quit my engineering job 10 years ago to trade full-time, and for 10 years, they've been waiting for me to crawl back, to admit I was wrong, to say, you were right, Dad. Nobody beats the market. Friday, 6:58 p.m. that I pull up to my parents' house. Same place I grew up. That my old Toyota hums next to my uncle's brand new Mercedes. Through the window, I can see the same scene I've seen 100 times. The table glowing under that fake chandelier, my mom polishing glasses like she's preparing for a royal visit. Dad opens the door before I can even knock. Eli, you're here. He looks me up and down, jeans, jacket, no tie, instant judgment. Everyone's in the living room, he says, which really means, prepare yourself. Uncle Richard is already holding court, glass of scotch in hand, voice booming, talking about market volatility, like he invented the term. Next to him, a younger guy in a sleek navy suit, his new business partner. Everyone's laughing like they're at a TED Talk. Eli. His voice cuts through the noise. There's our gambler. I smile. Good to see you too, Uncle. He turns to his partner. This one left a 6-figure engineering job to gamble on stocks. Can you believe that? Not gambling, I mutter. Trading. He laughs. That's what they all say. Then, to everyone, 10 years later, still living in a shoebox apartment. Everyone chuckles. That I just nod. Still there. The man in the suit, Marcus, asks, so, Eli, what's your strategy? Algorithms, I say. Pattern recognition, statistical modeling, machine learning. Uncle Richard roars. Algorithms. Every hedge fund's got algorithms. You've got a laptop and a dream. They laugh again. Even Dad chuckles. That one stings more than it should. Dinner starts, same table, same seats. That I'm at the far end, the kiddie corner. Next to me, my cousin Emma whispers, don't let him get to you. Grandpa Richard's just cranky. I smirk. I'm used to it. Dad raises his glass, to family, and to Richard's new fund. Applause. Toasts, and right on cue, Uncle Richard dives in, 200 million under management. Real investing, not that laptop nonsense. Then his eyes flick toward me. Eli here plays with pocket change. Marcus leans forward. Out of curiosity, how much capital do you trade? I pause. I'd rather not say. See? Richard grins. He can't say because it's nothing. More laughter. That I bite my tongue, smile, keep eating. Then Marcus asks, what kind of returns do you usually aim for? Before I can answer, Richard interrupts again. For a real fund like ours, 15% a year. Anything higher means fraud or stupidity. I ask quietly, what if someone was doing 30? He actually chokes on his wine. 30? Impossible. That's fantasy. I nod slowly. Got it. The table moves on, vacations, politics, whatever keeps people comfortable, but I can feel his eyes burning through me, like he needs me to admit he's right. Dessert arrives. Mom's overbaked apple pie. That he looks at me and says, you've been very quiet tonight, Eli. Usually, you defend your gambling. Nothing to defend. He smirks. So you're admitting it's not working? I shrug. Think whatever you want. Come on, he presses, how much have you really made? I don't answer. That he laughs. That's what I thought. Then my phone buzzes, once. Twice. 3 times. That I glance down, alerts from my trading dashboard. At that exact moment, Mom's iPad on the counter lights up. She picks it up, squints, oh my, everyone looks at her, what is it? She reads slowly. It says, local quantitative trader named Trader of the Year by the Wall Street Journal. Her voice cracks. She turns the screen around, and there it is. My face, half the screen, same photo they took at a conference last summer. The room freezes. Dad leans over her shoulder. Wait. Eli? Uncle Richard laughs awkwardly. That's not. He stops mid-sentence as he reads the headline again. 4.3 billion, under management? Mom whispers, Eli, is this true? I nod. As of this morning. No one breathes. Marcus scrolls on his phone. Oh my God, he mutters. It's real. He looks up. You manage one of the top-performing quant funds in the country. Richard's face drains of color, his hands shake as he reads, average return, 34% annually, that's impossible. It's verified, I say. 3 different audits. Dad sits back in silence. Mom's eyes are glossy. Emma whispers, you're the mysterious guy they wrote about last year. I nod. That was me. Through the window, I see Richard step out onto the patio, fumbling for his phone, probably to confirm it. Marcus follows him out. Inside, Mom says softly, Eli, we told you to get a real job. I remember. You were managing billions when we said that? Not billions then. Hundreds of millions. Dad rubs his forehead. I called you a gambler. You did. And you never corrected me. I tried. You didn't want to listen. 10 minutes later, Richard walks back in, pale and quiet, like someone just told him the market collapsed. He sits down slowly. I owe you an apology. You don't. I do. I mocked you. I called you a fool. I smile. You were just working with limited information. He laughs once, a sad, broken sound, limited information, he repeats, then he looks up, desperate. Listen, I have investors looking for new opportunities that if you'd consider letting us. No, he blinks. No. We're closed to new investors. And even if we weren't. I don't mix family with business. His mouth opens, then closes. For once, he has nothing to say. Dad finally speaks. Son, for 10 years we thought you were lost, that you'd thrown away your future. I look at him. For 10 years, I was building it. He shakes his head. Why didn't you make us understand? Because you didn't want understanding, you wanted proof, and the only proof you respected was money. Silence, the kind that hums in your ears. Emma finally says, I think it's awesome you did it your own way. I smile. Thanks, kid. That night, as I drove away in my old Toyota, the irony hit me like a punch. For a decade, they laughed at my little laptop. But that same laptop built something they couldn't even imagine. That I didn't need their approval anymore, just their silence, and I finally had it. Sometimes, the loudest thing you can say to the people who doubted you is nothing at all.